You and Mom been together, how many years has it been now?
42 years.
Dang. So Haley and I are coming up on 10 years, which is a long time. Most couples don't last 10 years of marriage. What do you think is the number one thing that has allowed you guys to last 42 years? If you had to boil it down to one thing, what would it be?
Compromise. That's the biggest thing.
That was a quick answer.
Well, because I know what it is. Because when we've been married 42 years. Mm-hmm. It's not been smooth sailing for 42 years.
Sure.
We had an extremely rough part in our marriage, probably midway through. It was mostly because of me, not your mom, just because of all the stress at work. But then I sat down and figured, hey, I'm not losing this.
Yeah.
I got to change. And It's not words. It was actions.
Yeah.
But your mom made some adjustments too. And so, but anyhow, at the end of the day, it's compromise. You have to be willing to compromise, both of you, in your marriage. You don't have to give up your principles,
right? But
you can compromise so that you both end up at the same place. That's huge.
Yeah.
That made a big difference for us.
Yeah, no, I think that's been something that's helped us, but we still struggle with it. And like you said, we've been together for 10 years. It hasn't all been smooth sailing and stuff. And we're constantly asking you guys for advice. But back to what you were talking about before about having to make changes throughout, do you feel like the relationship dynamic has been different throughout? Meaning it's almost like two people turn into two different people and it's just a different relationship altogether. And then you get to the next stage and you're both two different people again. And then you have to kind of reignite it and it's a different thing. Does that make sense?
So at your wedding, I talked about this.
Right.
When you guys get married, people that are getting married, allow yourself to fall in love again. And it doesn't mean that you're going to fall out of love.
Yeah.
But allow yourself through the journey to fall. So you two love each other while you were...
as you are when you get married.
When you get married.
Right.
Okay, then you have kids.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's going to be a different Josh and a different Haley.
Right.
It just is because you have kids.
Yeah.
And you got to let that grow.
Yeah.
Different personalities, but fall in love with that person.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the kids are going to
grow up, get out of it.
Leave. You're going to both be working. Empty nesters, different dynamic.
Sure.
It's just going to be different.
Yeah.
Allow those two people to grow and fall in love with that person. And then you're going to retire. It's going to be different.
Change again,
yeah, because now you're together all the time again. It's going to be different. And it's going to be different personalities. Allow yourself to fall and don't always look back and say, but you're not the same person you were 30 years ago. Yeah. I'm not going to be. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And this is who you are.
Sure.
And I love that person. You live this person.
Yeah.
People just can't let go sometimes of the way it was when they were first dating or before they had kids.
Or they keep comparing back to the way it was when you first dating. I think that's a lot of times why people who live together before they get married don't work out. Because they're comparing it back to before they were married and they were living together. We're like, well, that was great. And then we got married and things changed. It's like, yeah, things do change when you get married, which is why you should probably wait, Yeah. Anyway, last question. This is a big one. As a man, what is the most important thing you think you've ever done in your life? Most important. And I'll let you define what important means.
Okay. And I've had a pretty good career, federal career. And it was just being able to raise my family and have a good family. That's, to me, and people would ask me at work, what's your accomplishment? Because different things. And I would tell them, well, it's my family. They go, well, no, we mean at work. I go, no, it's my family. That is the most important thing, it's a successful family, that we're there for our kids and our kids are there for us. And that for our family, God was a big, big part of our family. It just is, and it continues to be. And to me, that was a huge success, and we value that a lot. But if you're telling me what the biggest, it's raising you kids and seeing you guys, move forward. To me, it's really nice. It's
been easy footsteps to follow, especially watching you kind of like honor God and try to stay in the good Lord's favor all of my life. And to see kind of the fruits of that manifest itself in a good family and success and all that stuff, it makes it easy for someone like me to be like, yeah, I should be seeking those things out too. I should really pray and go to church and all that stuff. And you never shoved it down our throats. It was more just like, yeah, I want that too.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And the little things you do. I remember when I was traveling around, I'd always say grace before I ate.
Yeah.
And people would come up to me and say, hey, I know you say grace before you ate. They go, that's so cool. I want to do that too. And I'm going, and you don't do it to show off, because you're not trying to hide it, but you're not, announcing it. But people see it and they say, yeah, hey, that's pretty cool. I'm glad you did that.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you for sitting down and chatting with me. Hopefully the videos stayed on the whole time. We'll find out. But thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, feel free to go ahead and hit subscribe. Don't forget to work hard and treat people well. You got anything else before we jump off, Dad?
I'm glad. Once again, love you, bud. And
love you
nice
too, man.
talking to you.
You too. All right, guys. Thanks.